Release, they call Carmody is out on the half-forward flank as umpire Gleckie holds the ball off for the start of the second half of this GDFL clash between Werribee Central and Thomson. Stewart and Westhorpe once again. Stewart goes up, gets it down. Timmy Gardner though roves, quick hands back to Westhorpe. Gets the first clear kick away of the second half, goes towards Gann, who's in the forward line as well. Justin Morley, who is playing one end of the ground by looks for the moment, played in the forward pocket in that second term. He's back in the back line in this third. Sees it out of bounds at half forward for the Centurions. And it'll be a boundary throw in. Stewart will do the ruck work against Tim Gardner, if you believe that. Timmy goes up, gets a fist to it as well. Carmody comes out the back and gives it to Highland, who has to break away and give a handball back to Burns. Back to Highland, went left, then went right, and gets a shepherd from Burns as well. Goes to the right boot, long, towards the forward pocket, and that's a very good mark, McKernan. And Dave McKernan has taken the footy where I think Steve Ardo's kicked the goal from here. It's about 35 metres out, pretty close to the boundary line.
That was a big man's mark. Laurie,
terrific,
he's
Gary.
Not that tall, but oh, gee.
He put his body right on the line there.
Absolutely.
And grabbed it nicely. The end result be a goal here. It'd be lovely.
McKernan now. We've only been playing just over a minute in his third term. So he comes in, still off a couple of steps. And he's brought it back nicely. A goal to Dave McKernan. Just the start that they would have wanted, Thomson. And his first and the fourth for Thomson. They go to 4:10:34 and Werribee 4:12:36 on the Lexus of Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. A minute and a half gone, and Laurie, just the start the Tigers would have wanted.
Certainly, Jason, that's just what they would have been talking about at three-quarter at half time, and there Trevor would have been working them up to make sure they get that first goal. And there's nothing in this game now. They worked that well. If they can do that, repeat the dose again this time, and they've got to spend time up there. So keep the ball away from the Werribee's forward line with use of this breeze.
Interesting test of character here for Werribee Centrals. 2 minutes now into the third quarter. The ball goes up. There's a whistle on play. Somebody's infringed in the centre square. It's against Thomson by the movement of players.
I think it was Walker.
Ball comes back to Stewart of Werribee. Drives the ball towards centre half forward. Ball's held up or in front easily there was Buck, couldn't take the mark. Aitchison comes a handball to Ardo, back to Burns. And Burns of Thomson clears the ball to centre wing. Good contest, Highland. Surely. Wolfen just about got the head ripped off the shoulders. No free kick from the umpire. Play on, says the umpire. And it comes to Timmy Gardner. Runs away, has a bounce. Great burst of speed. Kicks the ball into the forward line. The lead there from McKernan. And there's almost a desperation effort for their Werribee defence, and the players have convinced the umpire that it's out of bounds on the full. He was a fair way behind.
That's the sort of thing I think Thomson got to do. Tim Bowden, is carrying the ball, moving the ball up, run with the footy. I think that's what they've got to do. That was terrific.
Good shepherd by Craig Wolfenden too to give him the space.
Great teamwork. So Nick Mahiris now with the free kick inside 50. He's on the boundary line. We've had a goal from almost there a moment or two ago. And Mahiris, I don't think he's done as good a job as McKernan. It's coming back, but it hasn't come back even to get into the scoring zone, and it's out of bounds on the full beside the behind post. 3 minutes into the third quarter, 2 points in the game. Werribee Central's in front. 4:12:410 on the Lexus of Wyndham scoreboard.
That was like one of my putts, nowhere near the hole.
Andrew Scott it is, has the free kick for Werribee. Drives the ball long out of the defensive area. Big pack of players in front there is Shembry. Leaps high and takes a comfortable mark in front of the face. Looking to play on quickly. Now he does. On the right foot. He's kicked it to the lead there of Lee. Lee. Excellent mark. Not paid by the umpire. Ardo tries to kick the ball out. It's come off legs to Paddy Burns. Handball back to Christian Highland. Highland is tackled high, and I reckon the umpire's paid about the third high tackle, and it's finally gone to Highland. On to Paddy Burns. Paddy Burns, not the greatest of passes. I don't think he'd be too happy about that, because it's fallen straight into the arms in the centre of the ground to Calvert of Werribee Central.
Goes wide looking for Heath Buck. He's got a couple of metres on Peacock as well and takes the mark at half forward. Lee gives him a lead inside against Ardo. Atchison's there as well. Howlett from behind gives a bit of a nudge. Can't take the mark though. Offhand Scott made a long run from half back but can't get the ball. Burns back in board looking for Peacock. Does it sit for him? No, it doesn't, but he follows it up. Rod Peacock. Burns is there also again on hands and knees. Shuffles it to Atchison. They've done well, the Tigers in defence. And Christian Highland along the boundary line gives it to a standing start player, or high tackle too towards Walker. Is that advantage? Yes, it is. Atchison. Kick is okay to Gardner. Skinner attacked it. Gardner runs away. Here's this ball carrying that Laurie de Gold. He said he's taken 2 bounces on half back. He says that, and Fry, I'm keep going. He's taken 3. He's taken 4 bounces, and he can go now. Good kick 2 towards Luke Shannon. It's up there. It's goes over the head of him, but coming out, Werribee have got the numbers. Hallam breaks through and does well. Gives the hands off quickly. It's okay to Morley. On half back goes to half forward. Ardo burns. Festuca turns around. Can't take the mark. Good roving, no kick by Musara. Oh, Westhorpe bounces over his head. Bradley though in front. Oh, it's over his head as well. Lee's in there and tries to tap it back towards Barry Delaney. Westhorpe's there, wants to save to the boundary line and finds it in between half forward and the forward pocket. And good switch by Werribee back to the forward line after they'd moved it pretty sharply, Thomson, into their forward zone. And we'll have a throw in about 35 metres around from Werribee's goal. Westhorpe in front, Lee from behind. Westhorpe taps it to Burns, then back towards Lee. Slung as he tried to get his kick away, Bradley. And looks for the safety of the boundary line, finds it. And it's out of bounds once again. 4-12 playing 4-10, 36 playing 34. Werribee Central's by 2 points, 6-minute mark of the third term.
Waiting for the ball to come back to the boundary umpire, just inside the 50-metre arc. I think not too many people down there, plenty of cars, but...
Tim Gardner standing next to Sean Stewart, a bit of a height mismatch.
The poor old Tim's having a few deep breaths there. He used a lot of energy with those 5 bounces.
Isn't that the way when you get the ruckman a kick behind the play, Laurie? You find often you've got a centre man or a wingman have to man up.
It'll be interesting, Tuss, if the ball comes out into some space. I think I might put my money on Tim.
Boundary umpire with the ball now, just inside 50, western side here of Galvin Park. Good Lee over the back, can't take the ball. It comes to ground. Thomson. Bradley tries to crash his way through, but he can't get through. He was playing a bit like Festuca there, trying to crash his way through 2 or 3 tackles. Hasn't quite got the strength of Jason Festuca, and umpire Flowers will put the ball up again. A lot of players around the ball. Thomson get the tap forward. Oh, good roving there for the Werribee side by Skinner, but he can't control the ball. And really, Laurie, it truly is a battle of defensive, but you'd expect that with 2 sides of this ability.
Yes, certainly, Eric. They're working hard.
Westhorpe in front, gets it down towards Burns. Festuca's there, ripped off by Burns, held to him. Umpire Flowers will come in at 40 out from Werribee's goal and throw it up. Lee and Westhorpe once again. Big pack around the ball. Throws it up now. Westhorpe, big thump, only as far as Chris Delaney. Shuffles it out. Gardner's there. Skinner rides the bump, gets it in wide towards Barry Delaney. Now Masara's there as well. Gets a kick away too. 2-on-1. Bradley's across there. Atchison needs to shepherd. Bradley just sees it defensively over the boundary line once again. Still held in this left forward pocket where Werribee Central's attacking the northern end of Galvin Park in this third term with the wind. We've been playing nearly 8 minutes. It's 4-12 playing 4-10, 36 playing 34. Lee gets it down towards Heath Buck. Over the top of the footy now, Armstrong. And umpire Flowers is earning his money in this first 8 or so minutes of this third term. He'll ball it up once again. Westhorpe and Lee. Westhorpe wants a big punch away to get it out. He only as far as Barry Delaney though. Got a shepherd from Hawks. Little right foot kick's okay. Finds his teammate in Simon Calvert who can kick a footy. And we'll have a shot for goal from 45 metres out.
Defence caught out a bit there, Laurie. You need one-on-one in that situation.
Yeah, that was good footy there though. He'd got his eyes on and looked up. The right option was there on that occasion.
Good vision.
So Simon Calvert on 50. Kicks long, good kick too, into the square. Atchison off hands, Peacock there as well. For another behind to the Werribee Central side. They go to 4-13-37. They lead Thomson 4-10-34. Lexus of Wyndham, third quarter scoreboard. We've been playing 9 minutes in this third term.
Ball, Armstrong kicks the ball to himself at fullback and plays on. Now drives the ball almost to centre wing. Excellent kick, but I can't see the benefit, and that he's kicked it straight back to Calvert, and Thomson really hardly had a player in the contest there, so no advantage gained. Calvert drives it back to half forward, and the reverse applies. 2 Thomson to 1 of Werribee Central. Hawks comes to ground, but can't take the ball. Armstrong it is. Chips the ball along the boundary line, looking for the safety. Well, almost dropping the ball. Play on to the umpire. The ball's to advantage for Thomson. Fanning, quick handball over to his team player running. Here's Hyland, picks it up in the centre of the ground. Now they're in the corridor. What can they do with it? They drive the ball to the full forward position. Off hands, it comes to ground. Can a Thomson player pick it up? They can't. Stacks on the mill, and real solid defence from Werribee there, Laurie. They certainly weren't going to allow a score in that occasion.
Not at all, Eric. That's Dow defending, isn't it?
Absolutely. 4 or 5 players really desperate for the ball. Up it goes. Centre half forward now for Thomson. tap forward comes for Werribee. Great defensive skill by Thomson to keep the ball in. It's come out wide. Here's Fry on his own for Thomson. Can he pick it up inside the boundary? He can. Turns on the right foot. He sees Daniel Fanning. It's nearly knocked Daniel over. The force of the pass there. Mark dropped and it comes to Festuca on centre wing for Werribee. A shocking kick on the left foot by Festuca. Can it reach the boundary? Yes, it can. And it's gone over the boundary line. True centre wing in between the two coaching boxes. So boundary umpire coming to pick the ball up. 10 minutes gone, third quarter. Werribee Centrals lead by 3 points.
Westhorpe, big thump away once again. Goes past Delaney. In there also Musara fighting hard. Burns. Smith sets it. It does well. Nick Smith as well to get the footy. Went for the Shepherd first. Great kick.
And 50.
And 50. Andrew Atchison will come back onto the goal line. And Andrew Howlett now will have a shot and put Werribee's 5th goal on the board. Hasn't kicked a goal to date yet either, the coach, but will now. And Werribee's 5th goal.
Just what they needed, Laurie, like they were scratching in the first 11 minutes of the quarter. A goal to a point down for the quarter.
That's right, Eric. The coach should finish this one without any trouble. And I don't think he'll mind that 50. He'll be sweet with the uppies again.
So Werribee's 5th goal, they're 5-13-43. And Thomson are 4-10-34. Lexus of Wyndham 3rd quarter scoreboard. We've been playing 11 and a half minutes. And just a settler for the Centurions.
It just goes to show there, Daniel Fanning probably should have held that chest mark. And, it's a bad turnover. The ball gets rushed down goal.
I suppose in his defence, the ball really probably come out of the sun, but it hit him fair square on the chest, didn't it?
It came out hard, but, I'm from the old school, Eric. If it hits you on the chest, you should hold it.
Well, being a cricketer, and he knows the value of a drop catch, doesn't he?
That's right.
His father will be listening too, I'm sure. Fuming in the car as we speak, probably. But back in the middle, Stewart and Westhorpe once again. Umpire Flowers throws it up. Stewart gets it down again for Stuka. Coming through the middle is Chris Delaney. Delaney now goes with the left boot towards half forward Lee. Bradley from behind. Great mark, James Lee. Had his name written over that. Just used his body to push Bradley out of the way and keep his hands in front of his face and take a good strong mark. But his kicking has been the problem, Laurie.
Certainly. We'll watch this with care, see what he does. 4 or 5 steps, son, straight through the ball.
Yeah, Laurie had to talk to him at half time.
Caught in, stepped.
Well, he comes in. He looks a bit better on this occasion. He runs in. Laurie, you haven't earned your money. 1 goal for James Lee. Has kicked this afternoon, and they go to 5-14-44. Werribee Centrals, Thomson 4-10-34. Lexus of Wyndham 3rd quarter scoreboard. 13 minutes gone.
That's a bit of a shame, Eric. He's worked hard for the footy, and he just let himself down today with which is really poor kicking.
He did most things right then. He just didn't really run toward the goal. His approach was much better, and from the kick in, Werribee back in the van. Oh, great work from Smith. A little chip kick from centre wing, and Smith dropping back into the space. He had 4 or 5 players he knew coming from the goals towards him, but he put the one hand up, let it roll down the arm, and Nick Smith, who actually started on the bench, Jason, did he not?
He did.
So he's been a very handy player for them.
But we'll have a shot for goal from 35 metres out directly in front for Central 6th. And to give them a buffer in this third term, runs in, just stabs at it, and has put it through for a goal. His second, Nick Smith. And Werribee go to 6-14-50. They lead Thomson 4-10-34. Lexus of Wyndham 3rd quarter scoreboard. We've been playing 14 minutes now, an action-packed 14 minutes.
Laurie, 14 minutes gone. Werribee kicked the last 2 goals in 2 minutes. Can they break it open?
Well, I've just seen some signs there that they can, Eric. I just thought that around the centre there, they've run the ball hard and they've kicked the ball long, and it seemed a bit more purpose. If they can do it for the next 10 minutes and get a few goals on the score, I mean, that's got to tell the tale. You have to kick goals, not miss them.
Stewart's ascendancy in there is really the key, isn't it?
Certainly.
Back in the middle now, Stewart once again gets it down with the right fist on this occasion to Barry Delaney. Gives it the handball out towards Wolfenden. Over the top with Smith again. Falls back to Pat Burns. Handball towards Highland. Put him under pressure. Barry Delaney fighting hard for it. Gets a kick away to centre half forward. Musara in front of Bradley and takes a good mark too, Robbie Musara. Skinner leads for him. From the wing comes in. Might hit him. Leads there. Buck's there also. Or Peacock. Bend over. The Buck held off the footy. No free kick. Oh, and the Werribee boys downstairs don't like it either. Umpire Gladke has possibly missed a free kick there to Heath Buck, who gets up with the footy. Turns around the umpire and gives it back to him.
They're pretty hard to get off Adam Gladkey 30 yards from goal, aren't they?
Geez.
At any time.
I think Adam must be short-sighted.
I think he must be. Westhorpe up against Lee, who gets it down towards Armstrong. Armstrong left foot kick towards half back for Thomson. And foot race now, Calvert shows a clean pair of heels. Kick around the corner to Stewart at centre half forward's okay.
He's played pretty well, that Calvert, on that wing.
Yes, he has, Eric. Yep.
And
This will be an interesting kick from the big lad.
Sean Stewart, the left footer.
Oh.
Kicks long towards full forward. They line up in goal. Punched away Bradley off hands. Play on the call. Westhorpe leads there also. Buck fighting hard Musara. And umpire Gleggy will come in at the point of the 10 metre square and bounce the footy. Big pack around the ball right in front of Werribee Central's goal scoring area. 6-14 they lead. Thomson 4-10. 16 points the difference. Thrown up. Lee up against Westhorpe. Both get a hand to it. Comes back towards Musara. Wrapped up by Burns. Then got a handball away somehow to James Lee. Quick shot for goal. And it is another behind. So James has had 1 goal, 5. We don't count that one though as a set shot. So we won't hold that against him, Laurie, will we?
No, definitely not. No.
6-15-51 Werribee. Thomson 4-10-34. Lexus of Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. Now Sabali Armstrong has had a couple of kick-outs in the last couple of minutes that have gone long and not found a target, so he went short, but then the umpire said you've got to come back after the goal umpire has put the flag away. He does now. He tries to measure the pass to Bradley, and it's okay. Lee coming. Oh, be careful, James. He slung Bradley to the ground just as he took the mark. No 50-metre penalty though, and it will be Aaron Bradley now. Wanted to go short. Called to play on now. Goes towards Westhorpe. Oh, Stewart got his name written on it over the back. Good punch on by Westhorpe though to Luke Shannon, who drives from the left foot from the middle. Oh, but Hallam does well, and in fact it's good. Read the play nicely, goes wide towards Scott. In fact, he runs around and goes towards centre wing. Stewart, who is certainly working his way in, and plays on quickly. The big man goes towards centre half forward. Bradley backs himself, tries to punch it towards the boundary line, won't get there though. Buck, handball back to Hawks, and go across centre half forward. But Stuka's there, Howlett as well, and big punch away. Atchison, Wolfenden at centre half back, can handball it well. Did Westhorpe, short hand towards Fry. Verstuka's there though, little left foot kick over the head. Oh, free kick. Ardo against Musara. And Robbie Musara will take the free kick 40 metres out from goal. And
Nick Smith needs to be very careful he doesn't turn it over here. So where players let themselves down, Laurie, don't they? They're not involved, they shouldn't be there.
No.
But
and it's just the sort of thing that, you know, gets uppy against and could have quite easily turned that around.
yeah, it's just the opportunity where we do not need to lose it here, because they've got an opportunity to create a reasonable break in the game, and it could be very significant in the final result. Masari, he's only 35 metres out, near enough to directly in front, puts the ball on the right foot up in the air, but I tell you what, he's made a shocking mess of the kick. From there, even we as backmen, Laurie, would have been a chance for that.
I'm not going to comment on the kick.
Not like you sitting on the fence. Anyway, he's missed. It's a behind. The Lexus of Wyndham scoreboard 6-16, 52. Werribee Centrals, they lead Thomson 4-10-34.
Armstrong from fullback goes towards Atchison, and he's able to take the mark. The rubber man at half back wants to drive it quickly towards Luke Shannon, who has got 3 Thomson players around him, so he runs on quickly. He's got a lead at in the centre at Westhorpe. Got a hand to it, needs Ardo in support. Gets around Stewart okay, goes with the right boot towards centre half forward. Getting back there is Hallam. And now Irwin coming out also. Fanning needs a handball maybe. No, gets a kick around the corner towards Mickey Gann. Oh, good play. Justin Morley chops it off in the last line defence for the Centurions. And Justin Morley has got Stewart at centre half back, so he elects to go towards him. It's over his head though, and they're lining up for it. Westhorpe off hands. Oh, Chris Delaney. Oh, Pat Burns bears down on him, but he gets his kick away. Good kick too. Howlett, can he take the mark? No, he can't. Off hands. Bucks there. Peacock as well. Push past Musara. Wolfenden's in there as well. Back in defence. Handball back towards Hawks. Burns is there also. Tries to tap it back towards Wolfenden. Does well. His hands. Well, okay. McKernan standing start, gives it a Fry, runs away from half back, goes to the right foot, kick towards centre half forward, over the head of Irwin. Hallam reads the play better, and Matthew Hallam again goes towards centre wing, but this time bad kick. Christian Hyland chops it off, and he wants to play on quickly, does so, gets some support from Arto, goes short towards Fanning, and Dan Fanning has taken the mark, goes towards centre half forward. Gardner with the sit at the back, good play, reads it nicely over the head of Scott, Jimmy Gardner at centre half forward with the footy.
It's been 2 or 3 minutes of excellent football. Laurie, the ball's gone from end to end very, very quickly with good positive kicking and marking. It's been just a pleasure to watch.
Well, it's been a credit to both sides, Eric. The Sting hasn't gone out of the game. Their fitness is still showing there, and I think this is going to be a great game towards the finish.
Gardner from just inside 50, a long driving kick. He's kicked the distance pretty comfortably, and trying to get that distance, he's hooked it slightly, and it's offline to the left. So another behind to the Thomson side, proving they can score at that southern end. And on the Lexus of Wyndham scoreboard now, Werribee Central 6-16-52. They lead Thomson 4-11-35.
Kick in. Goes to Barry Delaney, who goes short towards Good. It's okay. He takes the mark, plays on quickly. Handball back behind Delaney. Barry Delaney misses the footy. Gardner gets his head ripped off, but still a bit lucky. Was he low? Did he duck his head?
No, he is right.
No, he was right. Handball back to Burns now for Stuka. Gardner as well. They're going straight at Barry Delaney. He doesn't like losing the footy, Timmy. He doesn't either. Gets the kick with the outside of the right boot towards full forward. 2-on-1. Fanning goes up, gives away a free kick. None forthcoming. Off hands and through for one behind to the Thomson side.
You've got to give a lot of credit to Tim Gardner there.
Doesn't like losing the football.
There was a lot of hard work there.
Well, it's his bad handball, but by gee, he made up for it, didn't he?
Certainly.
Kick in by Werribee once again. Hallam goes. Westhorpe marks it uncontested. It's 6-16-52, 4-12-36 Thomson. They're just building something here. They've had the possession the last couple of minutes. Westhorpe from the middle. Poor kick off the boot. Goes towards a vacant forward pocket position. Fanning leads in the race for the footy. Needs some support. Got it too. Burn just back on the ground. Dropped the football. Goes towards McKernan. Gives it back to Fanning. Quick hands to Burn. Off one step. Left foot kick towards full forward. Coming Shannon. Can he take the mark? No, he can't, but he can kick the goal. Great recovery, Luke Shannon. And his first of the afternoon is a quick reply for Thomson. What they would have wanted. 5-12-42. They go to and they trail only by 10 points now. Werribee 6-16-52. Lexus of Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 22 minutes gone.
That was a great effort, Laurie. Shannon playing on the wing. He read the game pretty well, saw that it was coming in from the other side of the ground, and a good soccer-style goal.
Well, I've seen Luke do that sort of footy before. He read the ball well off the pack there, boot the ball, goal. And they definitely need that goal.
Oh, yes. And 22 minutes now into the third quarter, and what an interesting third quarter it's been. Up goes the ball. Stewart beats Westhorpe again, but Timmy Gardner reads it well, takes the ball, can't get it clear. Paddy Burns dives on it, but again Timmy Gardner too strong. But it's Masari, handball across to Hawks. Hawks goes for the goal square. I don't know whether it was touched off hands, but it went through the behinds anyway. So one more behind to the Werribee side, and I guess the scoreboard is indicative of the defence of Thomson, because on the Lexus of Wyndham scoreboard here, 6-17-53 Werribee Centrals, but they lead Thomson 5-12-42.
Well, the kick in by Peacock was not good, but he butted up and went towards half back. Hawks has got a bit of time now to pick it up. Yes, he does. Burns comes at him, gets a kick around the corner. Oh, great kick, and finds James Lee 50 metres out from goal.
What's this, 5 or 6 from this position exactly, Laurie? We've had a perfect opportunity to watch.
Yes. I'd like to see him finish this one off, Eric.
Well, he's had enough opportunities, hasn't he?
The exact same spot. It's ironic, isn't it?
He's been a thorn in the side of the Thomson defence, Jace.
He certainly has, and lines up for another goal, and he's missed it again. He'll be joining the Laurie de Goldie School of Kicking during the week for a week, I think. 1 goal, 6. His personal total. They go to 6-18-54 Werribee Centrals. Thomson 5-12-42. Lexus of Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 23.5 minutes gone. Armstrong.
Looks like Chris Delaney off the ground for Werribee too. That's a bit of a loss. He's been quite a good player for them.
Adam Page on. Short Armstrong goes to Wolfen in the back pocket. Doesn't gain any meterage. Now Wolfen, good kick. Finds Burnt. Unattended at centre half back. Wants to drive it now through the middle of Galvin Park. Poor kick off the boot in front. Shannon against Page and now Highland. Got a bit of time. Left foot kick. Intelligent play. Saw Timmy Gardner out the corner of his eye. Quick hands. Fantastic to Fry. Nearly ran into Highland. Goes to the right boot long towards Carmody. And also Fanning there. Uses the body. No push out. Now it's a foot race. Shembry's there. And Fanning has hit the post. And one behind. They go to 5-13-43. Thomson. Werribee Central's 6-18-54. Lexus of Wyndham third quarter scoreboard.
The transference of the ball, Laurie, it's been significant from both sides, hasn't it?
That was excellent there, Eric. It moved very, very quickly from one goal square to the other, and Yeah, as I said before, the fitness of the guys is a credit to them.
Kick in then from Hallam. Long kick again. He kicks the ball pretty well. Lands inside the centre square. Off hands has come there to Fasuka. Quick little handball to Smith. Smith tackled. Now Thomson, weight of numbers. Get the ball to Shannon. Tries to get back on the left foot now. What's umpire Flowers seen? A free kick off the ball to Timmy Gardner. So, he's played his teammate into enormous pressure. Timmy Gardner, concentration, just a slight lapse there because perhaps the player should never have called it. And there at centre half forward, Lee's dropped one he should have taken. The slips catch. Now it stacks on the mill, and umpire Gladkey will come in on the 50-metre line and will put the ball in the air once again. Umpire Gladkey in control. 25 minutes, just into time on in the third quarter. 11 points the difference. Werribee's favour. Up goes the ball. Lee gets a tap forward. He goes to Delaney. Delaney weaves past an opponent. The handball comes across to his teammate in Page. And what has Page done? He has kicked a goal. So a much needed goal. Well, a very handy goal at this point for the Werribee Central side. Lexus of Wyndham scoreboard now. Werribee Central 7-18-60. They lead Thomson 5-13-43, and perhaps just the goal Thomson didn't need, Laurie.
They certainly didn't, but it was certainly a great passage of play. Barry Delaney handball off there, terrific. I saw that last night with Knights.
He's just
terrific. He's just laid it off beautifully.
Just lucky Adam Page kicked that too, because the coach was standing in the goal square by himself. He wouldn't have been too happy if he had missed. Back in the middle now, Stewart once again, and Westhorpe. They've had a great tussle in the middle. Westhorpe gets it down on this occasion, but only as far as Musara. Gets a kick away. Delaney's there again. Wolfenden pokes away. Oh, hold on. No free kick. Fry's there. Gets around one, then gets a kick away. Shannon, foot race. 3 Werribee Central's players against him. Now Shannon. Can he get around? He gets around one and gets a kick away over the head towards Highlands. Okay. Takes a mark on centre wing. Got Westhorpe by himself. Oh, poor kick. Disposal not good there. Bastuka comes through. Oh, straight into Adam Fry, who tells him about it as well. Skinner, though, gets it to Delaney. Delaney, oh, great smother. Armstrong back to Delaney. Back to Hawks. Can measure it towards centre half forward. Calvert's there. Can take the mark uncontested and does so. And at centre half forward, Simon Calvert once again shoot for goal. He doesn't muck around this time. Runs in from 50. Puts it up into the square. Lee's there. Howlett goes up. Off hands in front. Who's first there? Page. Burns. Lee's there also. Tries to tap it back towards Smith. Oh, he's going to be ripped off the footy by McKernan. Gets a kick away quickly to Page. Bounces past him. Oh, Atchison, great play. Puts his body on the line and bottles it up for Thomson in the defensive zone. And it will be a ball up. Jason Festuca and Adam Fry. Oh, that's great to see.
He was fooling for a few seconds, Festuca too, just quietly. Oh,
it's like running into a train.
He got the wobbles up just for a moment.
But it was 2 players desperate for the ball, wasn't it?
They wanted the football.
Yeah.
Ball thrown up, almost in the full forward position for Werribee. Timmy Gardner comes clear, runs a good distance, gets a handball clear, and away go Thomson to the centre. Ardo takes the mark just outside the 50-metre square. Ball goes to the centre half forward position. Mark not taken by Carmody, and back come Werribee on the ball coming back very quickly. In position, Lee can't take the mark. Good defence by Bradley, and Thomson clear the ball through Westhorpe, but only as far as Masara, standing in the centre square, almost beside the circle, and pings the ball back in once again. Here it comes. Out comes Howlett, can't take the mark. Page can't pick the ball up. In comes Buck on the left foot. Oh, he's hit Lee in the side of the head. Lee didn't see it coming, and good work by the Thomson defence. They punch it toward the boundary line, and well, Thomson defence under real pressure, Laurie. 28 minutes gone, third quarter. They can't afford another score here. 17 points of difference.
No, they're working very, very well to try and keep it up there, Eric. They just got to hang on for time now. Werribee are playing very well at the moment.
Boundary umpire, 15 metres from the behind post. In it comes. Good tap forward there from the Werribee side, but great work, Timmy Gardner. Handball across, and here goes the Thomson players. 2 bounces there from Armstrong, but not such a good kick. And good body work there from the Werribee, the defensive Werribee, and there's looks like Hallam a long way from fullback on centre wing, takes the mark, finds Hawks in the centre of the ground. He plays on quickly. Where's he going to go? Oh, not such a good kick, but he's found Smith on centre wing. but Smith can't get the ball up, and great work there.
Oh, he's going to pay it. No, I knew he was going to pay it.
And a crowd decision.
Definitely.
No doubt in the wide world. In front of the big crowd, umpire Flowers umpiring to the crowd, gives the free kick, and it goes to Werribee. They get the ball to half forward, but offhand it's over the boundary line. Those sort of decisions spoil a game, don't they, Jason?
Well, he could have paid probably 4 or 5 during the game, but picked out the
absolutely.
one right in front of the Werribee Central's Werribee Central's crowd. Boundary throw in. Lee's there over the back of the pack. Burns gives a task for Peacock. Can he pick it up? Yes, he can. He gets a Shepherd, gets a kick away, goes towards the middle, but it's only Sean Stewart. He takes the mark uncontested. Short little kick's okay towards Scott. Oh, takes the mark. That's all right. On the point of the centre square. He chips it over the top as well to Calvert, and that's all right as well. Robbie Byrne makes up some ground to take the mark now, but he will shoot for goal from 50.
This boy's getting a few kicks, Eric.
Been a good play, this fella. Very good play.
There is the siren.
The siren has sounded.
Calvert will have a shot for goal after the siren. And he comes in from 50. He doesn't make the distance, and it'll be no score. No score. So that is 3/4 time, and at 3/4 time, it is Werribee Central's 7-18-60, and they lead Thomson 5-13-43 in that third term. Werribee Centrals were able to kick 3 goals, 6